Find out what's hot and what's not.
We watch your programme every week.
I'm joined by Cheyne and Andy, who together make up the Australian duo Madison Avenue. How you doing, guys?
Hello.
You and me, we have an opportunity, and we can make it something really cool. But you think I'm not that kind of girl.
What part of Australia are you from?
Melbourne, which is the bottom right-hand corner.
So why did you choose Madison Avenue for a name then?
That was my thoughts, actually. I always wanted to name my daughter Madison, who doesn't exist yet.
Right.
But when she does, hopefully my wife will agree that Madison's a nice name. So I always wanted to use Madison. And I said to Cheyne, why don't we call the artist Madison? And we felt people will think the lead singer is Madison, so why not put a word with Madison, hence Madison Avenue.
Don't people think you're from New York though?
That's all right. We're a dance artist and we make dance music, and people can make up their own minds whether they like the music or where we're from.
Don't underestimate me, boy. I'll make you sorry you were born. You don't know me the way you really should. You're sure misunderstood. Don't call me baby.
So where did you guys meet, or how did you meet?
We met in clubs. I was doing a show. I've danced in clubs and done a lot of choreography, and Andy saw a show that I did with some other dancers, and then caught up with me a couple of weeks later in a club and said, do you want to work at this new night that I'm starting up? And I said yes, because dancers don't say no to gigs. And we've just been friends ever since then for about 10 years or so.
Don't Call Me Baby was first released in October last year and it didn't do very well commercially, but it's now been re-released earlier this month. Are you happy with the success so far?
Absolutely stoked. We can't believe how well it's doing. We always felt it was a good club track and hoped that it would do well commercially, but last year it did well. It went number one on the club charts, and now coming around again, obviously the commercial success is just added to the pie, if you will.
You got some nerve, baby, that'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. It's time you knew I'm not your baby. I belong to me, so don't call me baby.
Why do you think the track appeals to so many people?
I don't think there's anyone that has ever not been treated like shit at some point in their lives, and there's just something in there that everyone can relate to. And even not for that just the beats, it's just got this happy left to right kind of feel about it, that even if you don't understand, if you're too little to understand the lyrics, it's still fun to bop around to.
So where did the idea for the lyrics come from?
Cheyne basically has been dancing in clubs for a long, long time, basically in the club scene. And I suppose from her perspective, wearing little hot pants, and from a guy's perspective, they don't tend to. Yes, they tend to think that there's not much intelligence behind the person. So I think Cheyne's intention there was to say, look beyond the body, but it's just not. It's not only for aimed at guys to say look at girls differently. It's about everyone. Girls can look at a muscle-toned brown guy and think there's not much upstairs, and so
The difference is we're usually right.
Don't think that I'm not strong. I'm the one to take you on. Don't underestimate me, boy. I'll make you sorry you were born. You don't know me the way you really should. You're sure misunderstood. Don't call me baby.
As you said, people look at an attractive woman and think that they've got nothing upstairs, but you are a writer and a producer yourself, aren't you, Cheyne? Have you worked together on your debut album?
Yeah, we've done everything together. Andy finds a loop that he's really excited about and wants me to hear, and says, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's not working for me, and other times I jump on it. I'm really inspired, lyrics are coming to me instantly. Otherwise, I've already got some lyrics and I've got an idea for melody, and so we get a session muso in and we start jamming around and see what we come up with, but we produce everything together. Yeah.
Can we expect it out over here this year?
Yes, it looks like follow-up single Who the Hell Are You, that's what it's called, is July, and the album hopefully around October.
You got some nerve, baby, that'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. It's time you knew I'm not your baby. I belong to me, so don't call me baby.
So tell us a little bit more about your DJing as well.
Basically, I've been DJing for a long, long time. Very passionate about dance music, right from the early days in Australia when your soul to souls in your inner cities and things like that were starting to develop, which is where I sort of got the inspiration to be a DJ and a producer. And I DJ 2, 3, 4 nights a week, guest spotting, flying around Australia. And at the moment, I'm doing some gigs in the UK. I've done the Hanover Grand, Ministry of Sound, did a party at the Mezzanine, Oxford, which was fantastic. So the UK scene is very vibrant and exciting, and so's Australia. What?
Can I tell them about Oxford?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And when we were at Oxford, Cheyne, champion that I am, did a 220-foot bungee jump in the middle of the night.
Wow.
How cool am I?
What can we expect after the release of your album? Are you going to be touring or doing anything like that?
Absolutely. We're doing coming back in August, and we're hopefully going to be doing some things in the UK and hopefully some things in Europe, as it's Ibiza and summer and all positive things. So it's all looking great, and hopefully we'll be back towards the end of the year as well around the album.
Brilliant. Can you give us a little taste, Cheyne, of the track before we go?
Putting her on the spot never works.
Don't think that I'm not strong. I'm the one to take you on. Don't underestimate me, boy. I'll make you sorry you were born. You don't know me the way you really should. You sure misunderstood. Don't call me baby. You got some nerve, baby, that'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. It's time you knew I'm not your baby. I belong to me, so don't call me baby.
That's it for part one, but stay tuned because after the break we'll be back with
Clubavision dance chart.
And the Honey Club in Brighton.
So Don't Touch That Zapper.
Baby.
Please like, tag, share and subscribe.
So this is Clubavision, and this is how it's done. This is Clubavision, Clubavision's #1.
Where's the f***ing red man?